Hello, welcome to Topper Machine. I'm Josh Topper. So today we're just going to do a quick follow-up on what actually is going on with this engine. This is a 25 horse Minneapolis steam traction engine that was at Rollag, Minnesota for many years. They had one guy who was the main operator of it. We've talked to him. He wasn't running it when this failure happened, where they messed up the crank pin, and well, now we're not even sure what happened. We don't know if they had to fix the crank pin, what they did. We now are hearing rumor that they had to pour new main bearings, which it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell with the damage that happened in the the hour we ran it. It's very hard to tell. There was so much going on that was not right. But what we're thinking is they did wind up pour new main bearings, and they got the crankshaft crooked, which will cause that connecting rod to run crooked to the engine and cause the binding we were seeing. I ran down there, we threw a T-square in it. I'll put some pictures up here so you can see how you can physically see the alignment with that T-square laying in the bearings. You can physically see the misalignment. That is what's going on. So we're gonna have to take the bab it out, repour the bearings, and get everything set correctly, which is gonna be a bit of a job. But you know, whoever did the crank pin, if they in fact did the crank pin, which is the first story we heard, they did it right. But whoever poured the main bearings had no clue what they were doing, did not do that right. Like I said, we're really not sure. We don't know what happened. The guy who regularly runs it at the Rollag show has no clue what happened. He wasn't there that day. Somebody else was running it. If anybody has any information as to what actually happened to this thing, who did where the repair was done or why the repair was done, what they did, we'd love to know. We want to know what's happened to this thing because we want to make sure we can fix it correctly. We don't want names. We don't care who did it. We just want to know what happened. We want the truth. Now, because this video is just a follow-up of what happened with the crankshaft, what we found and that, I wanted to throw in a little bit of machining. So what we got here is a spindle. This is for a big manure spreader that was designed kind of poorly, and they keep snapping off these spindles. They usually snap them right here. What I need to do to this one yet is put the taper right here. So I'll set up and we'll cut the taper so you can see how that's done with the Monarch lathe here. And I want to point out we got some new lighting installed. Let me know how you feel about the lighting, how it looks. We're going to be adding a bunch more of these out into the high bay. It is significantly brighter in here though, I can tell you that much. So I'm probably going to go blind from all the light in here, but hopefully it picks up on the camera better. But I'm going to definitely add a lot of light out in the high bay where the boring mill, the line lathe, all that is, to really help that out. All right, so here is the original, and like I said, they snap off right there. We've already made a few of these before for this customer. They just keep snapping them. The original ones, they haven't broke any of my replacements I've made. I'm using a little bit better material. I'm using 1144 stress proof, and it cuts just beautiful. It's nice material, but so we need to cut this taper here, and I'm just gonna come in and just see. It looks like we're actually set up about right. So we'll go ahead and take the first pass and just see how it looks. Okay, I gotta speed that up. Forgot I slowed it down the other day. There we go. That looks very close. We'll take it a little further. If we got to fine tune, we got to fine tune a little bit, but not a big deal. The problem with setting up the taper attachment is it's hard to read the dial, and it's not super accurate. So a lot of the times what I do is I put the old part in, and then I run an indicator along the taper to hit it, but I don't really have enough here to properly do that, to hold it and everything, so we may have to adjust. We'll just see where it comes out. up taking a little, adjusting a little bit. So as you can see, it's really hard to see this. I got one on either side, but through the glass, it's really hard to see. So I just kind of gotta pick a spot. We're gonna move it to a, let's see, that's about 2.5 inches per foot taper. We'll see how that looks. That's going to be not enough. Let's just look at it here. Actually, that might be about perfect. Well, maybe not. Maybe a little off. I think this is going to be real close. That's about perfect. Well, just setting it up there, came out about perfect. This is just clearance. That's all this is clearance. You've got a bearing that, you know, looks like it sits clear out here, and the other bearing sits up to this shoulder. This is nothing more than clearance, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, I could have left a step here or a big radius or whatever I wanted, but that came out perfect. So again, guys, let me know what you think of the lighting. Now, right now I have the old lighting. I still have it up there. This is the old lighting, and this is the new lighting. So let me know what you think, what it looks like to you guys. And again, if anybody has any information on what happened to that Minneapolis at Rollag, I'd love to hear it. All of us at Hungry Hollow would love to hear it. We'd like to know what actually happened. It's really hard to tell from what we're seeing, but it's definitely crooked in the, you know, in the main bearings. Something happened. Something caused all this, and somebody fixed it. They did a terrible job on it. We're thinking it was a cover-up more than anything to, you know, hide what they did. We don't know, but all we want to know is what happened. We don't care who did what. We don't care any of that, just what happened. So if you got any information, please let me know. And until next time, get out in your shop and get it done right the first time.